Hello, this is Soundout here, and today we'll be touring my Power Rangers collection.
It's Morphin time!
So this video today was originally going to be a review of the new Jakks-Pacific Collector's Modern Sonic, but snow prevented it from being delivered in time, so we'll be looking at that on Monday. But today we will tour the Power Rangers toy collection. So be sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate everyone that does, because that helps the channel grow. But let's take a look and let's look around. So the top shelf is just Mighty Morphin. A lot of this is unchanged from years past, but we're going to go through it anyways. We've got the Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin crew, from Armored Red, who is not in focus, to Regular Red, who will not focus. Come on, camera. You can do better in low lighting than this. Anyways, point is, we've got, the team. We've got the extra pink and yellow back there from the 2-packs, just kind of chilling for now, till I figure out what to do. All of my shelves I have the Bandai of America Ranger keys on, because I own all of them. I don't own a vast majority of the Japanese ones. We also got the Legacy Power Morpher version 3, I think. It's the shiniest one. And the power coins for it are down there at the feet of the Rangers. So they're there and easily accessible. We've got the good old Deluxe Ultra Zord, looking awesome. I'm not exactly sure where the Zap Megazord's going to go, because, well, as you can see, it crowded. But, for now, we got, the original Deluxe Ultra Zord there, which is so, so nice. And we've got Serpentera. So far, so good. We've got, moving on, so we got kind of, it's sort of Season 1, and then we got, White Ranger. Here's Rio Ranger from Die Ranger, because where else is he going to go? And his Ranger key, the Gold Tommy Morpher. And then, yeah, we've got the Thunder Ultra Zord, probably my least favorite Ultra Zord. It is just a tower of things. I promise there's a White Tiger Zord inside Tor. You'd never be able to tell unless I open it up, and I'm not doing that. But yeah, that's kind of like the Season 1 and 2 sort of shelf area. And the Season 3 section is really like a Kyuranger tribute, because, well, Kyuranger is one of my favorite Sentai shows. So, of course, we've got, the Bandai of America Ranger keys, but then we've got the Doron Changer coins, the Ninja Man in a bottle, and the Super Sentai Artisan Doron Changer, plus the Ninja Red key. I've got 2 Battleborgs. I got white and blue. The other 3 are like Holy Grail items at this point, because they're really hard to come across, but something I do want eventually. We've got the Morpher here. This is the version 1 Legacy Power Morpher, and that's where I got the Ninja coins. And then the Ninja coins are down there, minus Falcon, because they never released outside of the movie Tommy Morpher. We got the Retro Morph Ninjor, and we've got the Deluxe Ninjor, and somewhere around here is there's a little die-cast Ninjor from Jada Toys, like in there. I really like Ninja Man, so like anytime a Ninja Man toy comes out, I'm all over it. Here we got the Shogun Megazord with some Starlight Studios parts for the sword and the chest piece, making it look a little closer, even if that arm is still pink. Back here we have the Ninja Mega Falcon Zord. Mostly complete. I'm missing like the bear's mouth guard, even though I owned it at one point, so I may come across it. And then also we've got a Dino Charger of the Ninja Mega Falcon Zord from one of those Toys R Us promotions. So moving on down, we have Zeo. Zeo Rangers are complete now, because I just got my Zeo Pink and her really terrible shield and cat 2-pack. So there's a complete team, finally. Hooray. The Ranger keys down there. We got RX key, the Jada Zeo green figure, the 2 Zeonizers, which is actually an O-Ranger power brace with the wrong straps, the Legacy Zeo Gold Power Staff, and then, of course, mecha-wise, we've got King Pyramiter, because I did get a very good deal on that years and years ago. I have a video on my channel from when that happened. And I love that the Jada Toys Gold Ranger fits perfectly right on top of Pyramiter. So they just look so nice together. Super Zeo Megazord. I have that helmet somewhere. I just can't find it. There's Auric. We've got the... now I can't remember the name of the combination. Super Zeo Megazord. No, that's a Super Zeo. Whatever the Zeo plus Battle Zord. Whew, getting old. Memory's not working. All right, so we got Warrior Wheel, and then we started transitioning to Turbo. So Turbo, we've got, Turbo Megazord, Turbo Rescue Megazord, Artillatron. Again, Jada Toys were just like, hey, let's make figures that look kind of cool next to your Megazords. And then down there we've got Robo Racer, or it's actually a Cyrender, because I do have the Japanese one. Visceron, because I found him in a box, and I was like, you know what, you deserve to be on the shelf. And then over here we got good old Phantom Ranger. And then down here we've got the Turbo Ranger keys, and then that transitions right into In Space. So even if Hasbro's going to say it's the In Space Phantom Ranger, well, he's still technically in the Turbo section. It just rolls pretty quick into In Space. But moving along, you know, we got most of the team here, minus that stupid Silver Ranger that I still cannot get my hands on. We got the Ranger keys, some Mega Ranger finger puppets I found once at a comic shop. And then, of course, you know, Astro Delta Megazord. And we've got, back there, we got Mega Voyager with the wings. And we got Mega Winger. And we got the Silver Ranger figure that came with Mega Winger that will sit here until I get a Lightning Silver Ranger. There's the Morpher down there. And then the Astromorpher here. So the Digimorpher, Astromorpher. My weird Lost Galaxy version of the Turbo Morpher is there as well. I do have the key. It's supported in the wrist strap there. But that's essentially that shelf. They're very close-knit because for some reason this takes up a lot of space. Mostly because of the giant frickin' pyramid. I kind of forget about this sometimes, but I do have the black and gold Astro Megazord. That was the Astro Megazord I had as a kid until I got the regular colored one. And it's super nice, but I ran out of space, so it's in ship mode on the side here. This next shelf is kind of an in-betweener, so I've opted to put Sentai stuff in here. So we got, you know, Sentai figures like Vol Eagle, Red Hawk, and Black Condor. Some Go Ranger figures. There's LuPat Yudo back there. That's an intermediate Super Train. There's like Legacy Build-A-Figures, Ranger keys, Super Mini Pla and Mini Pla. I'm sort of getting out of this game because the pricing is just getting kind of whack. But, you know, Zenkai Drakir Major Mini Pla, Super Mini Pla for other stuff, that sort of thing. It's a bit of it's a mismatch, hodgepodge, words, I don't know. Here we enter what I call my era, because this was just where I was, you know, literally a child enjoying Power Rangers instead of an adult enjoying Power Rangers. So Lost Galaxy over here, Lightning Collection-wise, we got half the team. It's off to a good start. Ranger key-wise, there they are. We've got Bull Taurus, because I did get a Ginga Man version. Pretty cheap, honestly. We got my original Stratoforce and Centaurus Megazords, which were probably I think my first Megazord was a used Dino Megazord, and then after that it was these two. These two guys are cool. Zenith Carrier Zord back there. I do have all the mini vehicles. I think I still have them all. Yes, I am missing the head of the Centaurus Megazord. I have it somewhere, because I know it's somewhere, I just don't know where. We've got the Galaxy Megazord with the Lights of Ginga armor. So, you know, if you're following your terms, I have the American Megazord, but I have the Japanese armor set. Then we move into Lightspeed Rescue, which is still my favorite Zord line, I think, overall, just in general. It's either this or Mystic Force, but we'll get there. So no Lightning Collection, but we got Ranger keys. We've got the badge for Lightspeed Rescue that came with one of the blasters, and then we got the Lightspeed Solar Zord, and the Omega Megazord, and that Life Force Megazord that cost me a bunch of money, and my original Super Train, and then of course next to it is Time Force. Ranger keys got a little crowded here, and I'm not really sure where the rest of the Time Force Rangers are going to go. They'll require some more rearranging when the time comes. We've got red there, we've got Time Force Megazord blue with the jet, and all the minifigures are inside the Megazord. And then we got the Provider base guy, Providus, and then the Q-Rex Megazord, looking all snazzy. And then down here we've got the Time Shadow, looking all broken. That thing is a mess. Oh, and Morphers. So, Transmorpher, Magna, Defender Morpher, Battle Booster, Titanium Morpher, Chronomorpher, and Quantum Morpher. Yes, I don't have a Rescue Morpher. It's one of the gaps in my collection. And then we got the shelf down here. Before we move on, I do have the Lightspeed Rescue Blaster here. I forgot it was there. But anyways, moving on. We got Wild Force down here, which is a huge mix of Wild Force and Gao Ranger toys. We got the Wild Force Crystal Saber. This is, you know, the American Conga Zord. This one's with the deluxe legs, not the motorized ones. The Japanese Soulbird, which came with all of the minifigures. The American Battleizer Morpher. The American Growlphone and Lunar Morpher. the American Ranger keys. Then we've got a Japanese Zanaku vinyl. This is an American Pretazord. That is a Korean Gao Icarus, which actually is closer to the Japanese one than the American one, just minus a couple decals. It was much cheaper than a Japanese one. There's the American Gao Lion, or the American Lion Zord on top of the Jumbo Gao Lion. He's really hard to see down there. Just trust me, he's there. And then we've got Gao Kong Japanese. Gao Elephant is on, sorry you can't see it, but Gao Elephant, and then the American arms and legs there. And then we got Animus, and Animus is the American release. And speaking of mismatching, here's Ninja Storm. So like way up here, we got the American Thunderstorm Megazord, the Japanese Revolver Mammoth, who has to have his trunk detached, otherwise I'd trip over it. The thing is massive and heavy. American Samurai Star, Ninja Khan, the American Lightning Form Megazord, and then all of the weapons, so all the power spheres, I have them all except for the scarf. I have missing like half of the Stingray's container, but there are all of them. Mixture of American and Japanese. We got Ranger keys, we got Morphers, we got just all kinds of stuff. There's just stuff everywhere for this thing. Typically, if the American version existed, I had it, and so I just picked up the Japanese ones in this display here. Also the Thunder Staff and the Chrono Blaster. So next up we have Dino Thunder. So Dino Thunder here, we've got the Valkosaurus Megazord minus the extra helmet and weapons because I have the Tricera Max Megazord back there. Also, again, I don't know who at Giotto Toys was like, hey, let's make these really cool minifigures from different seasons and then pick the Triassic Ranger. It's awesome, they fit. Lightning Collection-wise, we got, 3/5 of the team, still waiting on the others. Ranger keys, and then the Morphers, which all are wrist-based. Thank you. Makes it easier to display. And then that merges right into SPD, which is going to get hecka crowded when we get more figures, but there's, 6 Rangers so far. SWAT Megazord, Delta Command is up there, along with the Decker Red Ranger key. He's chilling in the back. And then we've got the Delta Max Megazord, which looks all cool and stuff. Awesome. Ranger keys for them, which we got surprisingly a lot of. The little police badge thing. We got the Morpher for Omega, another Omega Ranger figure, and then we got the 2, the Delta and Patrol Morphers there. So, pretty awesome. A literal side note for Dino Thunder, Fighting Spirit Tommy just sits here because he's technically a Dino Thunder figure. And there's all the plates for the Morphers, which is just in a pile. So, there's that. So, one of my favorite Zord lines, Mystic Force, which is ironic because I didn't like Mystic Force initially when it first aired, but I got into it later, and I love these Zords. So first up, we got the Ranger keys, which is a whole lot of people. I love that we got, Udana and Korag even. We've got the Japanese versions of all the Morphers. So we got the Mystic Morpher and the Solar Morpher and the Korag Morpher, as well as the Udana Morpher they never used in Mystic Force. So they're all there. We got Mystic Titan. We got the Japanese Wolkaiser with a Jada figure on top. Freaking cool. We've also got the, it's Traveleon. Sometimes I'm mixing up names now at this point. We've got the Phoenix Unizord. Again, also has a Korag. And then we have the Manticore Megazord, which, yeah, I know it's not the greatest because it's, motor controlled, but I love it. It's magical when it transforms. This is probably the least updated shelf that I've had. This has stayed the same for like a couple years now. We got Overdrive, which is mostly Bokenger stuff at this point. So I've got Ultimate Daiboken. I've got Siren Builder. That's an American. So that's Sentinel Knight. He's actually a little better than Zubon because he can articulate his arms. And then that's the Battlefleet Megazord, which is totally the same mold. Still can't find the other side of his antenna. I don't know where it went. But down here we've got Ranger keys, Mofa, and another Morpher, which isn't hanging because it would run into that, which we'll look at in a moment. Jungle Fury keys. Then we've got the plates for the Solar Morpher. The Solar Morpher's here somewhere. It's over here. So we got the Morphers, and then we got the Zords. Just a giant mess, because I still haven't been able to get all of the Geki Ranger mecha, so this could be consistent. So that's why we have the Transforming Jungle Pride, as well as the Deluxe Jungle Pride, which has the wolf leg. And then we have the Jungle Master. I would love for this to be a more consistent display. I just haven't been able to find the right deal to get the Bat, Shark, Elephant, Rhino, and then the Lion and Chameleon set. But that is a goal at some point. Same thing for RPM. I love the RPM Ultra Zord. It's a pretty decent toy, but I would not mind owning the Japanese G12 just so it had compatibility with Go Rotor GT and have the more accurate engine cells to go with the 3 Morphers there. Yeah, but there's that. And then there's their Ranger keys. So as Lightning Collection continues to expand, this is just going to eventually be Lightning Collection villains. There's still some holdouts. Here's some Bandai Basic figures. There's Monsters of the Week and stuff. A couple figure arts like Juzo and Basco. But yeah, we got A-Squad there, waiting for Pink. We got the Psycho Rangers, waiting for Ecliptor to join them, and the other Astronema. Somewhere back there is Andros. He's hiding out. He's hiding out in this villain thing. There he is. We got the Cogs. We got the Tangas in the back. The Putties. The Putties lead into, Draken. So Draken, Psychos, A-Squad, Evil Rangers. And then Rita and friends. So we got Rita, Zed, Goldar, Scorpina, and the Monsters of the Week guys are back there, as well as the Putties and Tangas and stuff. Moving on down to Samurai, we got the Samurai Rangers. I had put a second Red Ranger key to represent Lauren, but we've got a couple figure arts from Shinkenger, including the 2 Kurokos. So it's, it's a Samurai display. Those will eventually get phased out if Lightning Collection ever gets to Samurai. We've got the Japanese and Power Rangers versions of Gold's Morpher. We've got the Shadow Phone. And we've got the Samurai Gigazord, which I think the American one actually does a pretty good job. It's a lot more compact than the Japanese one because it doesn't have the motor feature, but overall it's pretty good. And then if you also notice, there is a Shinkano hidden about in the symbol forms, because I thought that would give it a different look than just being another form of the robot. And we have a little Light Zord back there. And then things get messy because the rest of this is Megaforce, because Megaforce adapted 2 Sentai shows. So where do we start? All right, so we got the Megaforce Morphers, so like the Tiki Head and the Gokaiger, like the Super Megaforce Morpher, or the Legendary Morpher, and then Gosei Knights or Robo Knights Morpher. And then over there we've got, because it is specifically Super Megaforce, we've got that one, which is the Gokai Cellular. I'm interchanging terms and I apologize. We got Ranger keys for Megaforce and Ranger keys for Super Megaforce. We've got the Gokaiger Figuarts, which will stay there until we get Lightning Collection versions. Or I run out of space and I need to add another season somehow to the shelf. We got the Gosei Knight Figuart. So it kind of makes sense. It's funny. They never made the Goseigers besides Gosei Knight, but this kind of works out for Power Rangers-wise. There's all your Rangers from these 2 seasons. And then, yeah, we've got, Gosei Ultimate. We've got the Hyper Gosei Great Megazord, Gosei Ground. Then we've got, the Super Legendary Ultra Zord or whatever. All the Gokaiger mecha are here. That's a Play School Lion Zord. So you see they're all there. And yeah, I hung up Magi Dragon and I hung up the Gosei Wonder thing, the Jet Zord. So there we go. So moving on over here, we got Dino Charge, which actually has Lightning Collection, which is cool. And we got the Japanese versions of the Morphers, so 1, 2, 3, and Sword. Yeah, I'm sorry, the Dino Charge Ultra Zord's not visible. We got all the Megazords there. I think everyone's kind of familiar by this point. And then it moves into Ninja Steel with a blinding sunlight. That's what happens when I film in the afternoon. And yeah, none of this is Ninja Steel, actually. This is all Ninja toys. I did this twice. They announced, oh, hey, we're adapting Ninja. And I said, okay, cool. And then I went and bought all the Japanese toys. And they said, oh, hey, we're adapting Ryu Soldier. And then I went and bought all the Japanese toys. It's just a lack of faith in the companies making them, because I like having all of the Zords, not just most of them. So, yeah, I ended up going for that. And then you can see the Shurikens are all under the shelf. In fact, under the other shelves is just a bunch of other stuff, like the Provider base is under there, the weird swords for Megaforce. I just got roleplay stuff hanging out here for different seasons. So on the side is pretty much everything else. We've got things from Mighty Morphin movie figures to Funko Hero World stuff all around my DVD box set helmet. And then we've got Super Sentai Artisan Dyrano, which is still a beautiful piece. We got the Flip Change Zenaku. We've got Super Megaforce Robo Knight, which was just something I slapped together from a couple of those armor figures. That's the Legacy Tigerzord. We've got the 2017 movie Megazord, plus my old nemesis Lord Zed. The Krispy Kreme Power Rangers promotion box. Yep, I got one of those, and I still have it. We also got the Line Fortress Fire Zord, a stack of things that weren't in the helmets, and in this case down here has the crystal gems from that Super Sentai Artisan Dyrano. So it's just kind of a mismatch of stuff, but you know, it's there. It's fun. Oh, also the the Legacy movie figures are falling apart down there because none of them can stand anymore. Apologies for the awkward angle, but it's just situational for space. This is Beast Morphers. So we got those 4 Beast Morphers figures, the Ranger Keys, which are the Go Busters ones, and then the Go Busters Zords, which I have all of except for the Frog, but it wasn't in Power Rangers, so I'm not too worried about it. My Zen Kaiju changers are here, so the Gear Delinger and the Gear Talinger and the Zen Kaijuo gear that I never reviewed. They just kind of sit there along with the Kira Major changers there, as well as the Cureful Go arrow back there. There was just some space, so that's where they ended up. And then over here we've got my crazy like Dino Fury / Ryu Soldier display, which you can see includes the Claw, the Gaisolg sword, some Ryu Souls that I just knocked over, the Memorial Ryu Soulkin, which is a very beautiful piece, a Ryu Soul Changer, which is sort of useless with this thing having all its sounds, and then the mecha. So this is all the mecha in here in different combinations. I like combined some of them uniquely, like the movie mecha has the Dimetrodon attached, and then all that. So, you know, got some cool combos going on. I merged the 2 Raptors with the Mosasaurus instead of just picking one over the other. And then this is a 5 Knights, Kishi Ryu 5 Knights with all the parts. I don't know if I'm going to get the Dino Fury Zords, just because I already own the Japanese ones, and the articulation looks amazing on those, and I'm kind of tempted, but I don't know yet. And then there's all the Ryu Souls. It's funny because I did what I did. It's like with Ninja, I didn't like Ninja that much, so I didn't buy the toys, and then I just bought them all in a frenzy for getting ready for Power Rangers, and then didn't end up liking Ninja Steel. And then with Ryu Soldier, I didn't buy the toys. I didn't really like Ryu Soldier that much, and I bought all the toys in a frenzy because Power Rangers, and then I ended up not liking Dino Fury that much. So, kind of a weird little thing. Like, I hope this doesn't happen a third time, but yeah, so, you know, Ryu Soldier stuff. Of course, my curse includes, I bought all this stuff because I loved the Sentai, and then they didn't adapt it. Lupin Ranger vs. Pato Ranger, which I never expect them to adapt because of various reasons, including 2 teams fighting each other the whole time. But, you know, we got Lupin Rex, the Victory Lupin, Victory Lupin Kaiser, yeah. We got the Lupin X's thing, the Siren Pat Kaiser, and then Pat Kaiser. Man, my brain is just like not keeping up with names today. I also have the regular Versus Changer there, and then the Memorial one there. So I do have both of those, and then I have like even the badges. I loved LuPat. I thought it was so cool, and I just enjoyed the show in general. And so that's why I have all the toys, but it's probably never getting adapted. Also never getting adapted outside of a couple villains, Toqger. So we got Choo Choo Tokidayo back there. We've got the Kyuranger Robo in its Schwartz configuration. We also got the vinyls of Schwartz and the Henchman guys, and then Baron Nero as a candy toy vinyl. You know, I got pretty much everything from Toqger. Here's Safari Gao. Here's that really cool, like, Tokyo Ichigo figure. The Blaster's back there. Another little vinyl figure. All of the random Resha, including the Legend Resha. I got all of them. And then, yeah, there is a Hyper Resha Teo in its platform state going under everything. That's just how it fit, because Teo, or Tokyo Rainbow standing, was too tall for this shelf. I also forgot to mention there's the Beast Morphers. There's the Go Busters version of the Beast Morphers Morpher, and then there's the Beast X King Morpher. Sometimes I forget they're hanging there, but they are part of there. And same with the Tokyo Changer. There it is. Here's a shelf where I wish Bandai would remember how to do a giant combiner that puts everything together and leaves almost nothing on the table. Because, yeah, Kyuranger's taking up a ton of space. We got Q-Reno with Caesar, and then, like, we just got 3 guys just here, and this over here, and it's It's a bit of a mess, but I got, all the changers. They're all hanging about. All the major Kyutama, so all the power-ups, including, like, Stinger's movie power-up and stuff. And then a bunch of just Kyutama that I picked up. Sort of random. And then we got Kyuranger, which Kyuranger does have a big old combo, which you can see is there, except you can't see it. And it's too tall with all the blocks attached, so I detached 2 of the blocks to make the movie mecha, which actually works out. And then the trailer is just holding, like, the changers and stuff. These bottom shelves just feel so crowded, and I wish I could do a little bit better organizational work with Kyuranger, Kyuranger, Toqger, and Lupin Ranger vs. Pato Ranger. Because I liked all 4 shows a whole lot. And I like their mechas especially. And I wish I could do better with this. But it's kind of a mess. And it's mostly because, I mean, this one's fine. But, like, this is 5 robots. This is 5. I had to buy extra good strikers to get this together. And then Toqger's got a big combo, but it leaves behind most of the train parts, so it's not totally worth it. But yeah, there's that. So I hope that wasn't too chaotic, but let me know in the comments if it was. I have a lot of Power Ranger stuff, and it's sometimes really hard to, like, figure it all out, or even remember all the names, as my brain totally was shot during this video, and I apologize for that. But if you did enjoy it, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and tell me something related to Power Rangers or Sentai, because, it's all fun and stuff. And stay tuned for future videos, so don't miss anything. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell to keep up future uploads. Thank you to everyone that already does. I really appreciate you guys because you help make sure this channel continues to grow by sharing the videos and liking them and watching them. And I really, really, really appreciate that. And on that note, check out Hero Club at hero-club.com for Power Rangers news and more. And my awesome graphic designer on Twitter at darkclaw643. And until next time, this is Soundout saying goodbye.